Hi, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. This is Kai. Today I'm going to do a pick a card reading on what are your spirit guides like and what message do they have to tell you. So just pick the pile that calls to you. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. Also, please hit the notification bell so you are notified when I upload my videos. If you would like your own personal reading, please click the link below. It's 3 questions for $15. All right. All right, so today, like I said, please pick the pile that calls to you. Today we are picking a pile about what are your spirit guides like and what messages or message do they have for you. So if you picked pile A, what is your spirit guide's personality like? And we got Judge. Balancing justice and compassion, managing the fair distribution of power. So what I feel like is your spirit guide is not a judge where they're bringing punishment to you, they're bringing rewards to you. I feel like they judge you and they see you with nothing but love and compassion. They are truly understanding of your plight here on earth. And when I say plight, I don't mean you're having a hard time on earth, but understanding that life here on earth can be full of ups and downs, peaks and valleys, and they have nothing but love for you. And they want you to understand that they are never judging you, and that they are never in judgment of you, and that you cannot make a mistake where they will turn their backs on you, or they're not trying to make you feel bad, but they are full of just love for you. I just feel a lot of love, and I feel a lot of compassion, and they want you to understand that you are loved, and that they also want you to understand about bringing more balance to your life. Sorry about that. They want you to bring more balance to your life. They are surrounding you to help you bring more balance to your life. All right. So are they a feminine energy or a masculine energy? All right, and we got the wheel, or in this deck, the wheel of fortune, but in this deck it's the wheel in reverse. So I feel like this is a more masculine energy. I don't feel, and I feel like you got this card in reverse because it just wants to show you, your guide wants you to understand that life is full of ups and downs, but that you, as far as they are concerned, you are never being judged, you are never being punished, you're not being rewarded either. They're not around you to dish out punishment or harshness to you. They are just around you to allow you to feel like you are surrounded by love, and that there's always compassion for you, no matter if you feel like you are up or you are down, or if you made a mistake, or you feel like you have lost your way. They just want you to know that no matter how far you feel like you have gone, you are never judged and you are always loved. All right. So what is the relationship with your guides like? All right, we got the 9 of Wands, we got the King of Chalices, and we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. I feel like with those 3 cards, especially the King of Cups or King of Chalices, I feel like it just goes back to a relationship that is full of compassion. With the King of Cups in the normal decks, this is a older gentleman that is very mature, very emotionally sound, really has mastered really has mastered how to, really has mastered their emotions, really has mastered how to be that good friend, be that confidant, but also to be that person that you can get good advice from. But they are never judging you or never trying to punish you or to make you feel bad. And I feel like with the Nine of Wands and the Five of Wands in reverse, I feel like they just have a lot of passion when it comes to you. They see the passion in you. They see the desire, the you have a lot of, how do I say this? You have a lot of vigor when it comes to life. You are full of life. You are full of passion. You are full of trying to meet your goals and trying to have new adventures. And they really see that in you, and they really understand that about you, and they really love that about you. But they want you to know that they are always there with the King of Cups or whatever, that they are always there to be that sounding board if you ever need someone to talk to. Of course, they're on the other side, but you can ask your spirit guides or ancestors or whoever for a sign that they are near. It could be, I want to hear a song, and that song will come up, or randomly you'll hear that song. All right, so they want you to know that the relationship that they have with you is always give and take. It's never about judgment. It's never about punishment. It's never about making you feel bad if you feel like you have made a mistake, because then they also want you to know that there really are no mistakes in life, that everything is already ordered. So sometimes you take a wrong turn because it's to keep you from having a disaster up ahead. And even if you feel like you have encountered a disaster, they want you to know that their loving arms are always surrounding you, and they are always there if you want to call on them. All right, so why did your guide choose you, or why did you guys choose each other? Eight of Fire. Events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over. Many things happening at once. So I feel like that you guys chose each other, because I don't feel like with your spirit guides or the energies that walk with you or surround you, I don't feel like it's a one-sided relationship where they chose you and you had no say in this. I feel like and I don't know, I believe in past lives and things like that, and soul contracts. So I feel like it was a soul contract between the both of you, that you will you will allow this guy to walk with you and surround you. And this guy and I feel like you chose each other because this guy likes your hunger, likes your passion, likes your vitality, likes the fact that you are like a mover and a shaker. And they know sometimes that when you have that passion in life and you're moving fast and you're here and you're there, that sometimes you can run into trouble, and they understand that. And this could have been a person, if your spirit guide or was someone from your past life or an ancestor that passed away, this person could have been, like a mover. This guy could, when they weren't in human form, could have been a mover and shaker as well. So they understand, they were probably, and it feels like they may have in their human form been, maybe a lawyer, or maybe in the law, maybe in government. So where they had to develop compassion and empathy and seeing both sides of a situation. So they knew that sometimes you can feel, get down on yourself if you have made a mistake, or you have stumbled and fell, or you have come into a very peak in your life or whatever. And so they understand how it feels to need someone to just be there for them and to not judge them. So they you guys contractually they decided to be your guide, to be in your life, because they knew that you needed someone there that would never judge you and never make you feel bad about yourself if you didn't hit the mark or you missed the target or whatever. All right? So, what message do they have for you? Guardian of Action, another action card. So I feel like you're the kind of person that moves fast. You move a lot. Not like you're moving from house to house, but you're always on the go. You drive fast. You do things fast. You talk fast. Time is money for you. And sometimes with that you can come into a lot of obstacles, and so this guide understands that, and they have the utmost compassion for you and what you are going through in life, or situations that you haven't come across in life. So, Guardian of Action, it's time for you to step up and be the leader. Your natural leadership skills are being called into action. This is your moment in the sun. So move into the light and shine for all to see. This card is also about a person who has charisma, is inspiring, enjoys a challenge, and loves the spotlight. So that's what your guardian, your ancestor, your spirit guide wants you to know, that it is time for you to step into the spotlight. I have a feeling that you have always felt that you should be not a superstar like Beyonce, but you always felt like you should have more light on you. You should be a leader. You should be in the spotlight. And I feel like we got a lot of the fire cards because you are that kind of person that takes charge. You're the kind of person that when you have a group dynamic, you are the one that people go to for advice. You step up naturally as a leader. Like, people naturally defer to you as a leader. And I feel like your spirit guide, when in human form, was like this as well. And I feel like when you're in a leadership position, there is a lot of judgment thrown at you. There is a lot judgment thrown on you. It's a lot of blame thrown on you. And with that, you feel like sometimes maybe if you had a situation where you were a leader, things didn't work out the way you wanted, people are blaming you, and then you get down on yourself. But your spirit guide wants you to know that it doesn't matter who around you blames you or who you feel like you have let down, but they are the one that you have never let down. They are always with you, nudging you to continue to be that leader, to continue to, stand in your light, and to not let setbacks get you down, and to, have more compassion. They want you to understand also to have more compassion for yourself when life doesn't go as planned. Your guide, your spirit guide, knows that you want to be as successful as possible. You want to be, you want to be that leader. You want to be that person that people can depend on. But sometimes that life just doesn't go as planned, and to not beat yourself up about it. And they don't beat you up about it. They don't judge you, because at one time they were in your situation where they had people that they felt that they let down, or they were people that were judging them. So they, because they experience this as well, they see you through the eyes of the so much compassion and so much love. So what other guidance or wisdom do they have for you? They had the King of Swords, and that again goes back to, not only are you, you may even be a person that's into sports, very competitive. Like, I feel like you have a very competitive spirit, whether it is in sports, whether it is in business. Like, you are very mentally agile. You're very quick. Like, you come up with solutions fast. And they want you to know, and I feel like with the King of Swords, they want you to know to just hone those skills, make it so, because sometimes when you have a quick tongue, you have a quick mind, that sometimes you can say things that can offend people, but they don't want you to change who they are. They just want you to sharpen those skills, to learn how to be very tactful, so that you can give solutions without, coming across as brash or harsh, or coming across, and I'm not saying that you do this, but, how other people perceive you sometimes can get muddled. How you are presenting yourself and how someone else perceives you can be two different ways. And so they want you to not change who you are, not slow down your speech, not, dumb yourself down, but to just sharpen those skills, to work on having a lot of tact, because you are so mentally agile that sometimes people can get a little intimidated. All right, but that's not your problem, that's their problem. Your spirit guide just wants you to work on just a little bit more tact and just honing those skills. All right, because you are a natural leader, and they don't want you to dumb yourself down or shine, dim your light for anyone. And never apologize for wanting to be successful. Never apologize for wanting to be the leader. These are innate gifts that you have, and your spirit guide just wants you to hone those skills. All right. So if you chose pile B, what is your spirit guide's personality like? All right. So we got Hermit, but we got it in reverse. We have shadow attributes: withdrawals from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. So I feel like, okay, so, when you have your spirit guides on the other side, I just want to explain this. Some of the guides that walk with you have never been in a human form, so they can't understand what it's completely like to be here on earth. But some of your spirit guides that walk with you, and you have many, and I'm just focusing like on the main ones that right now, but sometimes even on the other side, there's no perfection. They're not perfect, especially the ones like ancestors that have passed away. Could have been a family member, could have been a friend, could have been a teacher, someone you're close with that is walking with you. They understand what it feels like to be on earth and to be in human form. They understand that it's so much temptation, and it's so much heartbreak, and it's so much disappointment. You understand what I'm saying? So this particular spirit guide that is walking with you, pile B, they kind of, when in human form, they were kind of like the hermit. You know what I mean? They were kind of like a loner. They were kind of I would say a little insecure, a little, I won't say afraid, but they were just very withdrawn. Kind of like an introvert, but I don't want to say introvert because introvert doesn't necessarily mean you're shy, but they were just kind of like in their heads. They were, really very smart. I feel like they're very smart, probably very highly educated, could have been a professor, could have been a teacher, could have been a spiritual leader. But because they were so smart and so into intellect and reading a lot and just really interested in, I feel like, just a lot of different things, interested in, I want to say like culture, like, so, they understand that these are similar attributes that you have, and that's why they kind of connect with you on that level, because you are kind of like, a person that's into your books. You may be a little shy, you're not into parties and things like that. So this is a spirit guide that walks with you, that understands, and this may not be your, personality all the time, but this could be a side of your personality. And this is the side of your personality that this spirit guide connects with you on, because they had similar attributes when they were in human form. All right. So are they a feminine energy or a masculine energy? All right, so I got the 8 of chalices. Initially it was like this way, so I kind of turned it over, but okay, I feel like this was a feminine energy. And again, I pulled, I didn't look at these cards before I pulled them, so I feel like I said, I feel like this is a spirit guide. Like their personality is very extremely intelligent, could probably speak several languages, probably traveled the world, probably gave speeches, could have been like a professor, could have been a spiritual guru, a priest, a rabbi, just someone that was extremely intelligent, but kind of like kept to themselves, was not really into the mundane or the materialistic world so much. And I'm not saying that you are not into materialistic things or you don't enjoy those things, but I kind of feel like you are the kind of person that more so is on the side of being a very intellectual person. You're very studious. You are into, everybody else, wants to go out to parties. You're at home on a Friday night reading a book. And I feel like your spirit guide has a similar personality. So that's where they connect with you on. All right. And I feel like they are a feminine energy because I got the water card. So I feel like the spirit guide was a woman that was highly educated and really connects with you and understands that side of yourself. I'm not saying that's the only side, but that's a major part of who you are. All right. What is their relationship like with you? We got the 8 of Swords. We got the 7 of Swords. We got it in reverse. And we got the 9 of Swords. So we have a lot of swords cards, which to me signifies emotions, signifies intelligence, signifies a person that's always in their heads. 8 of Swords, you could be kind of like have a nervous energy. And I feel like the spirit guide, when in human form, kind of had a similar personality. Really into their heads, could get lost in their daydreams, in their thoughts, in their ideas, could be, sitting, eating lunch, and just suddenly gets an idea for a new book. Could have been a writer, just someone that worked by themselves, someone that, not a chatty patty, not a party person, just someone in their heads all the time. It could have came off a little nervous or a little shy, but they weren't. They were very observant, and they connect with you on this level as well because they see that in you. You are a very observant person. You're a person that is in your head a lot. People may think that you have a little thing about you, but you don't. They may eccentric. They may see you as being eccentric, but you're really not. You're just very intelligent. I feel like almost Einstein vibes. Like, these people, these really, really smart people, they come off as like being silly or strange to the regular world, but you're really not. You're very intelligent. You make astute observations. Even though you may not be a person that will go up to someone, to a crowd in a party, but you could be in a party and you could probably, if you wanted to, walk up to each person and have an intelligent conversation about almost anything, but you kind of keep to yourself. And I feel like your spirit guide is like that as well, and they connect with you on that level. They understand, and I feel like their relationship, they understand what you're going through on earth, because in this day and age, especially 2019, it's about social media. It's about lots of selfies. It's about, being fabulous and flashy, but you're not that kind of person. And they walk with you because they understand how it is to be. And one of my favorite quotes is how to be, you feel like a Mac in a world of PCs. Like you really feel different, and they connect with you on that. And that's what your relationship is like. They are there when you may be feeling like, oh, well, maybe I should put myself out there more. Maybe I should go to a party. But they want you to know that you can be yourself. You can be a Mac in a world full of PCs, and that is just wonderful because you are a beautiful Mac in a world full of PCs, and you stand out. You actually stand out. You don't blend in, and that's what makes you special. And that's what they want you to know as well. And okay, all right, so why did they choose you to be their guide? I kind of already answered that question, but I feel like, okay, life experience, a significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. So I feel like this guide, you guys chose each other. Like I said with pile A, I feel like with your guides and with humans that you interact here with on earth, you have soul contracts to meet with each other, to love each other, even to hate each other, to work together. So this is soul contract between you and this guy, and I feel like it's for life experience. It's for you to have a powerful revelation. I feel like you may be on the verge of just something great. I don't know if you're like a scientific person, if you're a writer, if you're an inventor, but you are on the verge of something great. And this guy, you and this guy decided to work together, be together, so that you can stay on that path to that powerful revelation, to that breakthrough that you are, on the verge of. This guy is with you to allow you to see, to let you know that you should not give up and that you should continue to press on, and don't, let other people make you feel like there's something wrong with you, because it's really not. And then when you make this great invention, or you write this, powerful book or whatever, you're going to get all that popularity, even though you probably don't want that. But, you will be, widely recognized for whatever this thing is that you're working. The last card, we got the Four of Chalices. And I believe that we got that card came up because, like I was saying, that, to forgive yourself, to not so much yourself, but to forgive your family for, forgive yourself for the resentment that you feel towards your family. And I feel like this card came up as a message to, like a message from your guides to, let you know that they see that you have kind of been feeling a little ungrateful, or, feeling unappreciated. And I feel like this card came up because they want, in relation to this card, because they want you to focus more on gratitude, even though, like I said, you might not be feeling like your family understands you or that you fit in, but just keep it in perspective that you do have family. A lot of people are out here feeling lost and alone, internally and physically they are lost and alone. So I feel like this card came up because your guides want, and you see that this is like an angel or whatever here, your guides want you to know, or your ancestors want you to know, that you are not alone, and to feel grateful, and to pay more attention to the things that you have around you, even though, you may not feel like you may feel like you want your family to understand you more, or to get you more, to be more interested in the things that you are interested in, but to be grateful that you have family that loves you, even though they may not understand you. If you picked Paul C, what is your spirit guide's personality like? We got Goddess, but we got it in reverse. So, the shadow attribute, exploitation of the female nature and form. So I feel like your spirit guide's personality, or your spirit guide, is like that beautiful goddess who is, just very sensual, very tapped into their feminine energy, and very, just walk softly on their feet. And I feel like you are a similar person, and you may be a little bit misunderstood. I don't necessarily feel like, your guide exploits their female nature. I feel like your guide really is tapped in to their feminine energy, and that doesn't necessarily mean that the guide is in a feminine form, a female form. All right, so are they a feminine energy or a masculine energy? And we got Queen of Chalices. So I feel like this is a feminine energy, that your guide is a feminine energy or female form. I feel like your guide is extremely, extremely feminine. And that is something that they connect with you on. Even if you are in a man's body, you kind of feel like you are more in tune with your feminine energy. And keep in mind that even if you are in a female body, you can, or feminine body, you can also be more in tune with your masculine side. And that doesn't make you anything. That just means, that is the energy that you lead with, and it is beautiful. And you are beautiful just the way you are. Whether you feel like you lead in this world with more masculine energy or more feminine energy. But I feel like policy in particular, your guide is more of a feminine energy, very intuitive, very loving. Where's their heart on their sleeve? Just knows how to say the right things, knows how to really good with their words, very balanced with their emotions, like the Queen of Cups or whatever. I see the Queen of Cups as being someone that's very nurturing, very emotionally balanced, because it's a stereotype that they say that women are very up and down in their emotions. But I see with the Queen of Cups, it's like that Taurus energy. Like when I think of the Queen of Cups, even though it may not be ruled by Taurus, when I think of the Queen of Cups, I feel like the Taurus energy, which is a very, the earth side of Venus, which is just very sensual, very sexual, very intuitive, very receptive, but very grounded, just very grounded, very spiritual, very grounded though, which, makes it's just a sight to see. When you can see feminine energy that is, really in tune with itself, very intuitive, and just knows how to love themselves, knows how to love other people. It's an amazing sight to see. And I feel like that's what your spirit guide is like. And I feel like that's what they connect with you on. All right. So, okay. What is their relationship with you like? All right. So we have the Five of Swords in reverse. We have the World, but we have it in reverse. And we have the Three of Swords. So I feel like your relationship or your contractual agreement with your spirit guide is to, to show you that, because with feminine energy, it's okay. I feel like the relationship with your spirit guide is, you have this relationship with this particular spirit guide to show you that it is okay to be all over the place, because that's how feminine energy is. Feminine energy is not like, okay, I got to get from A to Z. Feminine energy is like, I got to get to A, then go to Z, then come back to B. It's like all over the place. It's a mess. It's like this table. It's a mess. You know what I mean? And I feel like the spirit guide, you have this relationship because they want to show you that it's okay to be all over the place. You may not be the neatest person. You may not be the, person that, if you try to do your nails, it's like perfect. And your spirit guide wants you to know that that is okay. Like, that's what feminine energy is about. I feel like the spirit guide has this connection with you so you can be okay with your feminine energy, because I feel like in this world, it's like it kind of hampers the feminine energy, and it more so rewards you, or more so teaches that you should lead with masculine energy, meaning you should be goal oriented. You should feel like, okay, I need to go from step A, B, C, D. Like this world rewards you for having, certain milestones in life. But with feminine energy, sometimes it may take you 10 years to get to one milestone. And I feel like your spirit guide wants you to know that that is okay. And that, sometimes, if you're in a competition, you may not always win, and that's okay. You may come in second place, and that's okay with feminine energy, because with feminine energy, it's about being your complete and whole self, even if it is a mess. It's okay to accept yourself being that way. All right, so that's what your relationship is like, or why did they choose you to be your guide? All right, we got the Chariot, an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. But we got it in reverse, which makes sense because, again, with the Chariot, I feel like it's a masculine energy card, and it's about getting somewhere fast. It's about hitting milestones. It's about getting to a certain goal. It's about always winning a competition. But with the Chariot in reverse, it's saying that you may not always win the competition. You may not always hit that certain goal. And your guide wants you to know that that is okay. It's okay in this world, even though we're in 2019, to be that feminine energy, to be that person that doesn't always get it right, and to just bask in the moment. It's okay to, not be living a life that's so fast paced and so, it's about hitting the mark. It's okay to miss the mark. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to want to cry sometimes. It's okay to laugh sometimes. It's okay to stop and smell the roses and enjoy the food. It's okay to not just be so go, 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 go. Because I feel like you're a person that is not, the type that's like, I gotta get here, I gotta get there, I gotta get money. Like, you're just like kind of all over the place. And your spirit guide wants you to know that is okay. All right, so what message do they have for you? Inner strength. You have great courage and kindness. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there's no problem you can't solve. The compassion you so freely give to others must also be given to yourself. Stand strong in your convictions if the right answer is to tell someone no. And I feel like that just goes back with the other messages that, don't let other people tell you that leading with your feminine energy and not being so masculine, and I'm not saying that you're not goal oriented, but not being so type A. Okay, that's what I was looking for. You're not like a really type A person. You're more like a type B person. You don't really care if you don't color all in the lines. You actually might think it looks better if you go around the picture with your crayon, and that's okay. That is a strength that you have, because when you do that, you're leading more with your intuition. You have a very strong intuition, and I feel like you have let other people make you feel bad about that, but it's nothing to feel bad about. We need type B people in this world. We need beta people, and this world makes people feel bad for that, but we need those kinds of people, like creative people. You're a creative person, because when you're not on the go so much and you're just relaxed, you can really have good ideas. People that are type A, they don't really stop to take a moment, so sometimes they can't let ideas come in. But you're the kind of person, because you're just you just walk down the slow lane, you know what I mean? You just really stop to take a look at your environment. You notice things that other people don't notice, because you're just going where the wind takes you, you know what I mean? And it's okay to have that. Your guide wants you to know that, and you give other people compassion. You accept other people for who they are, and you feel like other people don't accept you for who you are, but your spirit guide wants you to know that you should forgive yourself. Give yourself the compassion that you give out to other people. Be okay with who you are. Be okay that you are not this type A, on the go, a mile a minute type of person, because that is a strength that you have. That means you are creative. That means you are extremely intuitive. All right. So what other guidance or wisdom do they have for you? We have another cup card. We have the Seven of Chalices. We have it in reverse. So I feel like in reverse, because normally when it's upright, it's about choices. It's about being overwhelmed with choices. And I feel like in reverse that you may kind of feel like, because of your personality, that you don't have that many choices in life. Like, you look at jobs and you might say, oh, I can't do that because I don't know how to do math. But you have a lot of choices in life. There are a lot of jobs that you could do as a free spirit, creative type of person. Coaching, that's a good, coaching, giving advice, things that have to do with tapping into your intuition. Maybe you're good with drawing. You can draw well, or you can, you're good with, music, you're musically inclined. There are a lot of choices and options that you have in life, and I feel like your spirit guide wants you to know that just because you're not that type A that can do math, or who can't, who can't do math, or who can't play ball, you're not good at sports, that you are somehow not that you feel like you're defective, but you feel like you're not like everybody else, and that's okay. There are a lot of different career avenues and career paths that you can go down as a creative. You just have to tap into that. All right, so if you chose pile D, what is your spirit guide's personality like? We got the mother, but we got it in reverse. Smothering or abandoning children, instilling guilt in children for becoming independent. Got it in reverse. So I feel like your spirit guide has a very mothering energy, and your spirit guide or ancestor, whoever it was, could have been a grandmother figure to you, could have been someone that, when they were here on earth, they just, really were very protective over you. They were, I say protective and very sheltering. They really sheltered you. So this is a spirit guide that really shelters you and kind of tries to, in a way, protect you from yourself. All right. Are they a feminine or a masculine energy? And we got the Chariot. So I feel like this is a more masculine energy. And like I said before, just because you have a woman's body does not mean you can't lead with masculine energy. And just because you have a man's body does not mean you can't lead with feminine energy. So this is a spirit guide that could have been an uncle, could have been a grandfather, could have been a brother, could have been someone in your life that really protected you, that really sheltered you, that was very overprotective of you, that was like, oh no, you can't go there, or you can't do that. So this is a spirit guide that really, really was, even if they could have been a man, was really very mothering towards you. All right, they felt really responsible for you. What is your relationship like with your guide? We got the One of Chalices or Ace of Cups. We got the Hangman. And we got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like even though this guy has a very mothering energy towards you, could have been an ancestor that passed on, that was here with you on earth, but even though they were very overprotective of you, but it didn't bother you. Like that energy that this guide gives out to you, or the kind of relationship that you have, it doesn't bother you that this ancestor or this guide is very mothering or tries to protect you from yourself. Like you're very chill about it. Like you're okay with that. Like you appreciate that kind of energy. Like it makes you really feel loved. You feel overjoyed or overflowed with love. Like if this was a guide, that's a guide now that was here with you on human form, this person really made you feel loved, really smothered you with love, could have spoiled you, even though they tried to shelter you and guard you from every little thing, but you really felt, they really made you feel a lot of love. Like you never had a doubt in your mind this person loves you. Why did you guys choose to have this relationship, or why did they choose to be your guide? Ten of Water. This was a family member. I feel like this was a family member that passed on. This is a family member that passed on. I feel like you know this family member. Like this is not like an ancestor. This is someone that you knew. A contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met. Trustworthy relationships. I feel like this is an ancestor that, like I said, when they were here on earth, you felt so protected and loved by this person. You felt like, your home life with this person was amazing. They met all your physical needs. They met all your emotional needs. You were completely content with this person in your life. And even though this person may have passed on, that has not changed. Your relationship has not changed. The love that you feel for this person or this guide has not, for this guide or ancestor that has passed on has not changed. Their love for you has not changed. They are surrounding you with love all the time. They were, even on the other side, they are constantly meeting your emotional needs. They are sending you opportunities for abundance. They are sending people into your path to make you feel loved. Like anything that they feel like you're missing now that they're on the other side, they are sending to you and other people and other situations and opportunities. Okay? All right. What message do they have for you? Messenger of thought. A new topic or intellectual project is really exciting for you. There's so much to learn before you're ready to move forward. New information may require changes to your plans. Review all documents carefully. Will meet or someone who loves to learn and share knowledge. This person is brilliant and truthful, but also blunt and not very diplomatic. So I feel like your spirit guide knows that you're working on something. Like I said, a new project. Could it be, something at work? Could be something on the side, and you're very excited about it. I feel like this is a spirit guide that sends people on your path. I really feel like that. I feel like they always are, working on the other side to meet your needs. And I feel like they send other people in your path to help you get where you want to go or help you in life. You know what I mean? I don't know, like this could have been a family member that really supported you financially. And now that they're gone, you're not having that financial support, but they are sending people your way to give you opportunities to make money, to give you money. You could be that kind of person that just very lucky when it comes to opportunities and abundance. And I feel like that is all credited to this ancestor that you had. All right. And they're saying that, if you're engaging in a new endeavor or a new project, that you are going to meet someone that will love the same things that you love, will love to share knowledge with you about this kind of project or topic. All right, so be on the lookout for that. And what other guidance or wisdom does your guide have for you? We got the Queen of Swords. We got it in reverse. So I feel like, and this was a messenger of thought. This was an air card as well. So I feel like, you have kind of been in your head, maybe been a little bit gossipy, maybe not as focused on your goals as you should be right now, or focused on this new endeavor as you should be. So I feel like your guide is just asking you to, tone it back a little bit, tone down the gossip, tone down the chattiness, and kind of get like, kind of just be more focused, because you are going to meet someone that is going to help you with this new project or endeavor. All right, so that is my pick a card reading for what are your spirit guides like, and what message or messages do they have for you. All right, so if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. If you want your own personal reading, it's 3 questions for $15. Just click the link below. Bye.